Hi everyone, my name is Melissa and this is How to Adult. Today's video is part 8 of 101 money saving tips. If you haven't seen the other ones, click up here or check in the description below. Today is the last video for this series as well. If you enjoy them, please like and subscribe, and don't forget to write your best bad joke in the comments below and I might pick yours for the next video. And with that, let's get started. Tip 91 is to put all your loose change into a jar. Now, a lot of people don't use cash these days, which is fine, but if you are using cash at some point, put the change in a jar. And if you continue to use cash, then it will slowly begin to add up. My husband used to use cash all the time. He would have a massive jar in his bedroom that was just filled with change. One time I took it down to the bank for him, and there was like $90 in there. It was crazy. So put all your loose change in a jar. When it fills up, take it down to the bank, put it into your account, and you got yourself some extra money. Tip 92 is to try no spend challenge. Basically, is what it says it is. You don't spend any money for a certain amount of time. Now obviously you still have to pay your bills, and if you organise your food shopping beforehand, it will make it a little easier. But try and challenge yourself for X amount of days to just not spend your money. And the good thing about this is once you've done this, not only have you managed to save the money that you normally would have spent, you're actually able to show yourself that you can go without spending your money. And it becomes a better habit when you practice it with time. So give it a go. Worst comes to worst, doesn't work. Tip 93 is to research your options. This is for anything and everything. I've mentioned it a couple of times. When you're going to choose a product to buy, research and find what's the best one for you. When you're going to rent a house, buy a house, research and find the best option for you. We have Google and the internet, a world full of information. Some of it is crap, but a lot of it's pretty good. So research. There's no more else to say. Just do your research. There are so many options available to you. Tip 94 is to wait a week, particularly if you're an impulse buyer. Now, if you find something when looking online and you really want it, put it in your wish list and then wait a week. If you still want it at the end of the week, but you're not sure if you need it, wait another week. But if you do, then get it. But usually if it's an impulse buy, by the time the week's gone, you realize that you don't need it and you can just delete it from your wish list. It's the same with buying anything at the shops. If you see a lovely pair of shoes and think to yourself, oh, I really want these, wait a week and then decide if you still want them. Sometimes just waiting will make you realize that you don't need that. Tip 94 is to overestimate. Basically, overestimate how much you need to pay in your bills, how much your food shopping is, how much your items are. That way, when you've finished at the end of the day, you'll still have money left over because you've overestimated how much it actually is. This basically makes sure you don't accidentally overspend. Tip 96 is to learn your triggers. For me, I am an emotional eater. So when I'm stressed out or upset, I will buy junk food and eat it. When my dad passed away, I put on 10 kilos in 6 months because I just ate my feelings. I was devastated and Macca's made me feel better essentially. But it's the same if you're a shopaholic, or if you're like me, you go into a stationery store, you have to back away slowly because you kind of really like stationery. Just think about what triggers you and how you can either avoid that situation or learn to control your response to that trigger. Tip 97 is don't talk about your money. Unless you're asking someone for help or sorting out the bills in a household, or talking to your partner about something involving your money, don't tell people how much you earn, how much you've got saved away, any of that stuff, because it just gives people an opening to ask you for that money. So don't let it happen. And if you win the lottery, for goodness sakes, don't tell anybody, because they will ask you for it and you'll have people coming out of the woodwork. So just keep it to yourself, then no one can try and take advantage of you. Tip 98 is don't let yourself be taken advantage of. Now, yes, this is relating to tip 97, where I say don't talk about your money, because when people find out you've got some, they want it. But it's more than that. It's also if you're in a situation where you can be taken advantage of, such as if you're living in a shared home and you find out that you're paying more than your housemates, don't put up with that. Tell them, I'm not paying more than you. This will be equal. I will not allow you to take advantage of the fact that I do the food shopping and you eat all of the food. I'm not going to work for free, cleaning the house, doing the yard work, doing favors for you, driving you around, and you're not contributing anything in return. Do not let yourself be taken advantage of. And this is going to sound really horrible, but as a teenager, yes, you have to contribute to the household when you're still living with your parents. However, there is a limit to this. If you're doing anything and everything and no one else is doing anything, you're being taken advantage of. So find a way to move out and start your own life. Tip 99 is to be kind. Now you might be thinking to yourself, why would being kind help me with the money? Well, basically it is, you reap what you sow in kind of a way. If you're kind to people, such as in your community, you will find that people will be more willing to assist you. If you are kind to people in general, then you won't have the situation where you've been nasty to someone and they're the person interviewing you at your next job interview. Basically, kindness is a thing that comes for free and can actually give you plenty of benefits. Don't just do it because you're going to get benefits. Do it because it's also good for you too. It's nice to be kind and it feels much better too. Tip 100 is to ask for help. Now, I know I said don't talk about your finances, and I still stand by that, but if you need some help, ask someone. Go to the internet, go to your parents, go to someone that you trust and say, I need a little bit of help here. You can even send me a message in the comments. I'm more than happy to talk to you about anything that you might need advice on or a little bit of help with. There's nothing wrong with saying, I need some help. I remember when I just moved out of home, a couple of months after I moved into my own place, and I was struggling. I didn't have a bed to sleep on. I didn't have any furniture. I had a blow-up mattress. That's what I was sleeping on. And I called the Salvation Army because I was struggling and I was hoping that they might have some food to donate. They didn't, but that's all right. And then one day they just showed up and they had a bed and a chair and a cupboard, and I was really happy about that. In fact, I still have the cupboard. So if you are struggling, ask for help. There's no shame in it. Our very last tip is 101. Say no. Now, this can be used in all different kinds of scenarios. For example, you can say, no, I'm not going to pay your share of the rent because you've decided to buy something unnecessary and can't afford it. Or, no, I'm not going to work for free on the loose promise that I might get a promotion. Either it happens or it doesn't. I don't work for free. Or, no, I'm not going to lend you any money because I don't want to. Or, no, I'm not going to go out to lunch. I've brought my lunch in. I can't afford to go buy lunch with you. There are plenty of times when we feel like we have to say yes, but we really need to just say no. So many people will try and get you off the path of being careful with your money, with your body, with anything, because they're not doing it, therefore they don't think you should be doing it. So don't listen to them. Say no. So I've looked up funny ways to say no instead of our bad joke for today, and I found two that I really like. The first one is, I can't do that anymore. I had my stupid amputated last week. And the next one is, I can't do that. I can hear my great-great-grandmother calling me for dinner, so I must depart immediately. So silly. It's so stupid. Anyway, find fun ways to say no. That's your challenge. I hope you liked this video, and I really hope you like this series and it helped you. Please, please, please like and subscribe, write me a comment. I'm so excited to hear from you guys, and hopefully I'll see you next week. Bye.